What age is the pup?
He's a top hog.
Please let him go, please. Well, Master Judge, this is my demonstration in the Blue Faced Leicester breed. The Blue Faced Leicesters are renowned for their crossing ability, particularly over the hill breeds such as the Black Face or the Swaledale, to produce either the Scotch Mule or the North of England Mule, which is a hard-working, good mother to many fat lambs in the country. In order to achieve this hard-working ewe, I am looking for a tup which has got the combination of a bright, sparky head with a powerful carcass, large, long, open frame throughout, being sound upon his feet and legs, and having a tight skin. But back to the head is where I find the breed character, and I'm looking for a large, deep, open muzzle for very efficient grazing, as much length and width up through the head, as this gives us an indication of the body length and width later on. I'm also looking for a deep side face, clean jawline, and a bright, alert, bold eye and over the ear to indicate good health and vigour. The head should be covered in white, smooth, silky hair, as this gives us an indication of the milking ability of the females. Ideally, I would just like to see this tup being slightly stronger through his nose end, and also being cleaner of his white hair up over his head, and also being a more alert of his ears. The head should be carried high upon a long, clean, slender neck, which should blend sweetly into wide, broad, flat shoulders. The width from the shoulders should be carried down in through a wide, powerful chest, as this takes us into the engine room of the sheep, where the heart and lungs convert the forage into the milk or the meat produce. Back into the spring of the rib, we're also looking for plenty of openness and spring to the rib, as again this is going to allow plenty of room to consume lots of forage and also to carry a large number of multiple lambs. From the width from the shoulder, this should be increasing as we move back in through a long level top line, and also being wide through the rump, as this indicates good ease of lambing in the offspring. We also require plenty of length over the rump and down into the hindquarters, as this is where extra cuts of meat are gained. We also require a long, large open frame to carry as large a carcass as possible, so from the shoulder right the way back to the tail head, we're looking for as much length and width throughout, and also as much depth and width down into the gigots as possible in order to increase the meat output. Onto the feet and legs, we would like to see medium boned legs placed squarely in the four corners of the body to support this large carcass, being very defined and distinctive through his colours, and again being very smooth and silky of the white hair, indicating good milking ability, and standing high upon his pasterns, as this gives us a good indication of hardiness in the feet. Through the body, I would compliment this tup on his overall width and length throughout, and also his width through his rump and down into his hindquarters. He's also very correct on his bone quality in his legs, but I would just like to see him standing slightly squarer upon his hind legs, and also being slightly cleaner and more distinct of his colours through his legs. On to one of the most important parts of the Blue Faced Leicester, and this is the skin and the fleece. We require a densely planted pearl throughout, and also with as much wool cover, as this adds value to the sheep. To be ideal, I would just like to see slightly more wool cover over his tail, and also having a slightly denser planted pearl, but overall I would compliment this tup's fleece. To sum up the tup, I would compliment this tup in his overall ring presence and style throughout. Just like to see slightly cockier ears, but I would really compliment him through his length and his top on this tup, and his ability to move about the ring. Just to be ideal, like to see slightly sweeter of his hair down through his legs and squarer upon his hind legs. That concludes my demonstration of the Blue Faced Leicester breed.